So on the process of this spiritual awakening, there's so many moving parts. There's so many aspects of it. And you have to keep all of these different parts of the playing field held at the same time. So it's like you're tapping, because we're going through, especially on the twin flame journey, you're going through all of these different aspects of the spiritual awakening at the same time. So you're going through the act of coming into your full power. You're going through ego death. You're going through the chasing. You're going through having to keep your focus. You're going through every single aspect of yourself, and it seems like you have a lot of different fronts that are all expanding at the same time, and they're all intertwined and interconnected, but they're all different, and you have to keep them all up at the same time. And at the same time, it feels like you need to just surrender into it completely, and completely allow yourself just to be taken, and then trusting that you will get the lessons that you need to get. So this letting go on the twin flame journey, it just gets to newer depths every day, every interaction, every step of the way, every action that I take that is out of alignment with the universe takes me further away from that alignment with the counterpart, which when you're completely aligned, the pain stops. So the further you get away from your natural core vibration, the more pain you're in. The closer you come to cleansing yourself and back to that union with your core vibration, you get to that union with your core vibration, and then you are in a place of knowing of your worthiness, and the outer union becomes a non-issue. You're connected at a deeper level, and you also gain the trust of that counterpartner. You gain their trust because you're not constantly trying to grab at them and fulfill yourself with them. So when you come into your own and you take responsibility for yourself, and you stand up and become shoulder to shoulder, knowing your own power, being worthy of, okay, I'm worthy regardless. And then that counterpart doesn't have to fear you, because every time they let you in, you come in with a vengeance. So it's really about finding that place of inner peace without union, which means that you have to let go. As long as you're not letting go, you're still holding on to, you're still putting all of your energy over there waiting for that union. You're still trying to take something. Whereas if you don't need anything, then you don't need the chase, which means that your love is more unconditional, and then you are aligned with yourself, and then you can be in contact, you can contain the energy of your counterpart. Because until then, you can't contain that energy. You can't contain the energy. You get thrown off balance because the energetic pool is still out of balance. So you have to balance yourself first to be able to even contain that energy, to be present with that energy. Because if you are still in the chasing mode, you're still in the awe, you're still in that lack mode, in the needy mode, in that mode of trying to fulfill myself with them, take from them, they're going to be running, because they're not going to want a energy vampire. We have to come into our own, because as long as we are in that shaky mode, where then when we are in their energy, it's like just anything you want. It's just like, just let me be in your energy, I'll be a rag. That isn't that divine feminine knowing what I am worth energy that we are coming home to. And when we come into that divine energy, we may not even want the union. When we understand that we have them regardless, we may not even want the union, because there are other aspects of life that are interesting. You have this. It's a given. It's a given, but at the same time, it's a gift. Like, not to lose sight of the fact that we were chosen for this, and to have that divine counterpart is a massive gift that we were given. And so that is also, it's like a responsibility. You were given this massive opportunity to be a way shower, stand up into that light and take the bull by the horns, and take the bull by the balls is what's coming into mind. But take the bull by the horns. Like, you were given this chance. Rise into it. Rise into it. I'm saying this. This is like coming through me, for me, to you, for you. It's all in a sense. A message for myself as well. So we're all going through this together. We're all going through this together. And it's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. And as seeing it as a privilege, then take it. You know, quit sitting in that loss. I'm saying, especially to myself, and also as a collective. I know a lot of us are connected and going through the same parts on this journey. It may look different in the physical world, but energetically, it's the same energetic energy that is binding all of us. It's playing out differently in different lives according to different lessons, but it's all connected. You can find yourself in it. So it's to pull out of that victim mode, which victim mode is the ego. It's in the ego. If you are being a victim of circumstance, a victim, oh, poor me, I missed the boat. You can never miss the boat. The boat is the journey is what it is. You can only get past the lesson once you get the lesson. You're going to have to keep repeating the lesson until you get the lesson. And a lot of times because it's a behavior, it's like a false pretense that you are programmed as a child to behave in, and that is a behavior. That means that in given places throughout your life, you are going to behave in this specific pattern, because that is a pattern of behavior that is within you. And so it will seem like you're being tested, but all it is the universe presenting again and again and again situations that you react to in a specific way. So in any given day or any given moment, you can and have the opportunity of rising out of specific behaviors, because you will be acting those behaviors out by nature and in the given situations. And when you begin to become aware of yourself back to soul level, then you start seeing these behaviors. When you become present within yourself and you start disconnecting from the ego, it's like taking the clutches that the ego has on you off. You start waking up into your higher being, then you start seeing the behavioral patterns of the ego, which all the ego is a container for this life experience, which holds within it your mind and your emotions and your thought processes and your memory and your behaviors, everything that has come to serve you in this material existence experience illusion, in this 3D matrix sense. And we have come in at a magnificent time to be of a conscious being right now. The energy surges that are going through the world now and through us are intense. We are witnessing major events of history. We are witnessing the coming of the reincarnation of superpowers, of saviors, of sages, of magic workers, of they are waking up by the second, are waking up and going through this spiritual awakening, leading mankind. It's like Moses leading mankind out of Egypt, waking up and leading mankind into the new world, into the age of consciousness, into the age of awakened and heightened awareness, into the place where now we have gotten into like the icing on the cake, right? The potential of freeing mankind from their own constraints. And for the old systems to break down, they have to go totally haywire. And that is what you're seeing now with those who are trying to hold on to the system, those who are in places of power that are creating wars now and all sorts of crypto monies, and there is a feeling as though the old world is crumbling, and we are waking up from within that because it's gotten so far out of sync with our natural state of being. And there is, you see Bashar is awakening people. He has within his videos, within his messages, there are some sublime messages intertwined in there, waking people up, calling people into their awareness. And it makes you start thinking, because he says that it is aliens that are speaking through him, and you can hear from the place that the entity that is speaking through him, you can see the perspective that they are speaking from a place of being witnesses to the human experience rather than being in the human experience. And you can see that perspective from atop. And then you start hearing the messages that he has intertwined in there, calling to all of the masses to awaken. He has messages in there that if you are close enough to the light, you can see them. When you get close enough to understanding what he's talking about, you can see what he's saying, and then you're called into that awakening. Whereas if you are completely asleep, you won't even see the messages that are hidden there. So it's like amazing to be alive during these times and to be witnesses of these happenings, and to be part of it, because as we are awakening, we are beginning to view everything so much differently. We're able to see that you're able to see the slumber of mankind that is not recognizing the magnificence of this opportunity of being a part of this, and being part of this, being alive in these times, and even just having the miracle of life. If you think of that, you are one of like billions of sperm, and how did you come to be? And you were created from the earth and from water, and you have a life force in you, and you're your own special being, that there is no other one like you. And you're connected to this divine order that also directs your being from within, your vibration, which isn't even yours. It's on borrow. It's on borrow. Take care of it. It's precious. It's the vessel that you got for this life experience. We're so blessed. And when you think about it in that way, and you see it as a blessing, we're receiving blessings to be able to see this. It is our, once you see it, it becomes your responsibility. And not only does it become your responsibility, it becomes your second nature. It becomes your first nature. When you go back to who you are in this awakened state of consciousness, you shine out what you are. You shine out that finesse of a fully bloomed human. What a free human looks like. It's like you're giving a roadmap to what it looks like to be human and free from all of the glass roofs that we're living under and the collective. When you are aligned with the divine, you answer to a higher law. And when you answer to a higher law, things seem to work out for you. The light of God flows through you, and when you are aligned with righteousness, you are righteous. The universe around you takes its hat off to you and wants to help you on your path, wants to lay down the stepping stones for you to walk on. And I feel like that is where the spiritual awakening is taking us into. And on the twin flame journey, if you are on the spiritual awakening via the twin flame journey, it is being able to watch your counterpart just like that. Let go. Let go. Let go. Allow them to flower. As they flower, you will flower right alongside them. If you are not flowering, you are holding back because they feel that energy pull. They feel that energy of yours. I need her to see that I'm here. Okay. And if you can give them purity of energy, right? If the energy that you're vibing out is not pure, that isn't, it doesn't feel nourishing. It doesn't feel like it's coming from a clean place. You don't want it. It's like if somebody gives you water in a dirty cup, you don't want the water. You want water that is purified, that is pure. Not purified, but pure, alive, living water. So you want living energy also around you. Living energy. Energy that has a life of its own, that isn't a dependent energy. Or a energy that needs propped up. Like in a way of being needy towards your twin flame. And I know I'm saying this kind of sternly, that first of all, that's the way that it's coming through. So I guess I'm just going to trust that that's the way that this message needs to be delivered. I trust in divine guidance in those things. And certainly it is the way that I need to hear the things. Strong and steady and sensified, where you can make sense of it, as well as just stepping into the emotion of it and allowing it to be. I think that once you step into the emotion of it and you fully process the emotions, then the thoughts can become coherent, and then you can bring things into words because you already have the energetic template figured out and you've already gone all the way through it so that you can be above it to see it. So all of these realizations, these are good things. They're good things to realize. And now, a lot of I think that the next step is bringing it into action and completely owning it. I think that a lot of us right now are going through this understanding that we have to let go. We understand this, but I think that now it's coming into a deeper knowing, because the pain gets to a point where you're tired of it. You're tired of it, and the only way to get over it is to get over it. The only way to get out of the pain is to just abandon it. They just say, okay, well, this is happening like this for a reason. This is really happening, and it is in the physical world. Even if I have these other feelings that are telling me a completely different story, I need to just let it be and bring all that attention back to myself. But it's really to let it go. Really let it go. Let it go with love. Let it go with love. And then your love will shine through, and it'll be shined right back at you. And then it'll create that limitless place. It'll create that love with no boundaries. It'll create that supreme trust that, you're not holding on to them with expectation. You are watching them thrive, and you are in love with watching them thrive. And then that love is shined right back at you. There's a kid here going through taking money, like for charity, but I don't have any change. I know I don't, because I already gave all of my change. Oh wait, what is this? I have. Good deal. If he comes, I'll give it to him. It's a half a shekel. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up then. So I'll just let you out of the suspense if he comes or doesn't come. No, it's green. He's not going to come. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think that there were quite a few good points that were made in here. Certainly for myself as well. I'm really in the process now of really letting go, understanding. And in really letting go, it's understanding that it's letting go of any kind of hope of there being a union. It is abandoning the idea of union. And only in that way can you really, really shift into bringing all the attention back to yourself and self-realizing yourself. And by self-realizing yourself, you're also setting them free. and allowing them to have their own full expression and live the life that they want and that they perceive. And regardless if that means that you are in union in the physical world or not, at least in that way you can allow the energy to be at peace, and you can also find peace. Okay. Thank you for watching.